I think the biggest difference between disc golf and what some people would call regular golf, that disc golfers don't really like when they call it that. You know, some people are probably not going to like that I say it like this, but I say it's a lot less clean.
That's where I thought I was, but I can't find mine. I prefer more wooded, and I prefer more elevation change. That's me. A lot of people like the prairie. That'll roll. The more obstacles, I think, the more fun. But there can be too many where you just get so disappointed or you start losing discs. Then the fun goes away. But I try to always get people to go out disc golfing, because when I go out, I'm always out by myself. Nobody wants to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but that's when I like to go. Nobody's in your way, it's cooler. Still think we should have a dog to find these things.
Playing with my dad is obviously one of the best things in the world. I mean, he lives out in Illinois, I live in Colorado, so we don't get a chance to see each other too often. So when he does come out here, we play in the mountains, we play in the prairies.
Hey, I did it. Perfect.
But it's just spending time together and being able to, you know, get out and show him Colorado in a way that not a lot of people get to see it.
Where did I go?
And I think it's wonderful.
Where'd that one go, just so I know? I was having trouble getting it to 300 feet sometimes. And it was sort of aggravating, but then you just sort of, you gotta just live with it and play with it. You just gotta do what you can do. The one disc I just kept trying to throw flat, and it just wouldn't go flat, wouldn't go flat, and wouldn't go flat, and then it finally did. Parked. There's less air here, so they just fly different. Now, physicists could tell you why. They go fast, but they don't go as far, because there's nothing to hold them up. But they go faster, so it changes the shapes of the shot, and it takes a while to get used to. But I'm sure once you get used to it up here and then you go back down to sea level, then they got to adjust and go do it all over again.
You know, it's very similar principles. You know, you're shooting for the lowest score, you're shooting from a tee box, we're shooting to a basket instead of a hole. I like to say it's like bowling. No matter how good you are at it, even if you're really, really bad, it's still so much fun. And I think that's what makes it great. Yeah, I think there is an aspect to liking to feel the woods, smell the woods, feel the mud on your feet, feel the dust. Like, it's just, you know, it's something that, especially for Colorado people, I mean, this is something that's played all around the country, but this is a lot more accessible. You know, this course that we're playing on is completely free to play on. It's going to be pretty hard for you to find a free golf course to play on. So this is something that anybody from any background, from anywhere in the world, from any age can play. And I think that's a big difference between this and golf.
Get out and try it. I mean, the discs aren't like throwing a Frisbee, but you'll figure that out in the first 15 minutes.
Being able to play the same sport with other people who enjoy it it's just like anything else. It's a great way to get out and meet people. And like you see when we're out here, somebody loses a disc, everybody goes into the woods looking for it, whether you know them or not.
Yeah, you're right up in here.
A lot of times that's the way you meet people. You meet friends that you play with again and again. And yeah, it's just great to know that you have people who have similar interests and are all out here just to have a good time. I think for anybody who just wants to find any excuse to get outside, you can't find a lot of better excuses than this.